The Bangladesh political crisis has hit Kolkata economically. If we look at the traders in the New Market, Sadr Street and Market Street area, which they call mini Bangladesh, they say that many Bangladeshis were the reason that their shops ran or their hotels and guest houses ran too. But now, because of the political crisis, business has gone down by more than 50%. They say 50% is a conservative estimate. So though traders are saying that things are bad, they're hoping that in future, after the elections, things do get better in Bangladesh. So many others who are also in Bangladesh say that business has been hit. The hotel industry, the hospitality and travel industry has been hit because of this. Where business was about 100%, they say, in Bangladesh, now has gone down to about 5%, because people in Bangladesh want to visit Kolkata because of their strong ties over decades, and they also have family over here. Many would come in as tourists, some would come in on medical visas and some on student visas, but they're waiting for elections in Bangladesh to take place, and they say that maybe then things will get better. But let's look at the situation right now. Since August 2024, in Bangladesh, when things worsened, they said that things in India, in Kolkata, were not that bad as yet, because there were existing visas that were valid till about January 2025. After that is when they started feeling the impact of the political crisis in Bangladesh, because many Bangladeshis who wanted to come to Kolkata were unable to come to the city. They did have medical visas, but these visas were not as frequent as before, where it would be about 3-4 visits in a year. Now it has come down to about 1 visit in a year. Apart from that, also, when they did come in for the medical visits, they would buy things from these traders and also stay in these hotels, eat at these restaurants, which is not happening for more than a year now, and that is what is worrying traders and hoteliers. In fact, what traders do say is that if the situation continues, they do not know what to do and they might have to shut shop. Many are hoping that the situation does improve, because when we look at the hotels and the occupancies in that area, they say that 90% of the Bangladeshis stayed at their guest houses and hotels, but because that is not happening anymore, many of them are unable to pay the lease and have even shut shop. As far as the restaurants are concerned, they say that there is still some hope. Earlier, there were about 60% of Bangladeshi people who were coming in to eat at the restaurants, because these certain restaurants cater to the Bangladeshi palate. There's a slight difference in the taste as far as the food is concerned between the Bangladeshis and the Bengali cuisine here in Kolkata. However, now what is happening is, though there are some Bangladeshis and their relatives who have settled in Kolkata for decades, they are coming into these restaurants, but it is more of the Indian clientele, and it is about now 75% of the Indian clientele and about 25% of the Bangladeshi clientele in the last 1.5 years, but they are hoping that things do improve. And as far as the hospitals are concerned, well, hospitals did cater to a lot of Bangladeshi patients, and in fact they said that business has been hit very badly as far as these patients are concerned. However, there is still some hope. Bangladeshis would come in here to Kolkata for better medical treatment, and also they felt that the quality of treatment for the amount that they spent was much better, and it was difficult in Bangladesh to get appointments with doctors. Also, the number of doctors catering to the number of patients was something that worried a lot of patients. There were fewer doctors and more patients, which is one of the reasons they came to Kolkata. So what hospitals here are doing is they are ramping up telemedicine facilities for Bangladeshi patients back home there, and in fact there are about 6 or 7 centers in rural areas which are there for telemedicine facilities for people in Bangladesh to come and get medical help. As far as other medical visas that are still existing, they are still here getting treatment in Kolkata, and they are hoping that once the situation improves, this too does ease out. However, when we're looking at this entire thing, it is definitely the strong human ties that bind Kolkata and Bangladesh, and that is something that most people that we spoke to, whether it is on the Bangladesh side or the Indian side, say that once things do improve, the human ties that have been there for decades will be one of the reasons why maybe there is hope for the economic impact to ease out, and that things will improve between both countries, especially Bangladesh and Kolkata as a city.